All right. Are we peaches and gravy people? I hope we're peaches and gravy. It looks like we are peaches and gravy. So, what's going on, guys? Been a while. Hope you all are having a good time. Welcome, Musica. Welcome, Brother Ace. Guys, Uru's hosting a Discord Q&A right now. And last time, me and the Jokers, we all got together and we decided to go ahead and have a discussion about the whole thing, like kind of react to it live together. Unfortunately, this time I'm going to be flying solo. And yeah, we're gonna see what answers we get today, because Uru is sure to have a lot to discuss and answer today. But yeah, so guys, I hope you've been doing well. I've been doing fairly good myself. So let's all right, guys, so yeah, I forget where I got that from, but I heard it at some point, and I've just been rolling with it ever since. But yeah, so yeah, we got a lot of people asking a lot of different questions. But I'm excited to see. Have I seen Von Kleist's theme? No, I have not. But yeah, we're certainly to get some crazy information today. I know that last time we hosted the Q&A back during last year, we got a bunch of crazy answers. But clearly not all questions will be answered, just because some are kind of major spoiler territory, and others are just kind of like, But yeah. Let's see where we go, guys. Let's see where we go. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We got one right off the bat. Where is it? How would you honestly power scale the characters in Unordinary to different franchises like Naruto, One Piece, or Bleach, the big three? Also, hope you had a nice day and break from writing. All right, so Uru's answer was, where is it? Okay. I actually didn't get too far in Naruto or One Piece, but if they're anything like Bleach, I would say the scale is much smaller / weaker until it gets to the 7 to 10 range. Okay, interesting. So maybe some characters in Unordinary, like John and Seraphina, can put up a fight in the world of Bleach. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to consider. That's really cool to consider, actually. Okay, I will. What is up, Sporky Boy? Welcome, Chance. I didn't say hi to you. So yes, it is in Uru-chan's official Discord server. So there's that. So if you have a way to get into the Discord, I would highly recommend figuring out how to get in there and get to the event. Make sure you follow the rules too. So actually, now that I think about that question a lot. Okay, hold up. We got another one. We got another one, boys. We got another one. So okay. So hello. I've been meaning to ask if Arlo's passive body armor allows him to be heavier or hold more weight compared to normal people. That's a pretty interesting question. Kind of out there. I like that one. Arlo's armor doesn't increase his weight, but it does make him stronger and more durable, like a weightless armor. Okay, so about what we expected. About what could be expected. Alright, cool. So he's got like kind of a built-in Kevlar, basically, it seems. Cone? Who's Cone? Oh, the fucking bear. Okay, I'm gonna be real, guys. Some of my viewers know this already, but some don't. Some may not. I have like barely watched any Bleach whatsoever. Like I watched like a few episodes as a kid, because my brother was big into it. I had a Bleach backpack just because I needed a new backpack, and that was the placeholder, and it was my brother's old one. I watched a few episodes with my friends recently, but that's about it. Like I don't watch Bleach. I didn't watch it. I've heard. Now, guys, this isn't me talking. This is just what I've heard. I've heard that the ending's kind of not worth it. But that's just me. Okay. So here we go. So when John was an elite tier and copied people stronger than him, are John's stats weaker than the person he copies, or does he fully copy and amp, but can't fully utilize the ability? Okay, so like this is actually something I really want to know. Okay, so Uru kind of gives a non-answer, unfortunately. If you go back to John's flashback arc, you can see how his ability evolved over time, but he definitely did not start off the way he is now. So basically it's just read the series. Okay. Respect. This is an interesting question, actually. Hold up. Let me pull something up real quick. So, someone asked, are God tiers really world ending? The best feat we've seen from them so far is not even wall busting. That's interesting, actually, because we've never really seen God tiers, as far as like John, do any super crazy damage. No, we've seen John do crazy damage. That's not what I mean. But like, we've never really seen them like go ham on the environment. But in chapter 1, Ison was strong enough to break Blake through the wall. So yeah. So let's see. Okay, hold up. Okay, so another answer. In the recent fight in 223-224, why didn't John use his barrier over Seraphina instead of himself in order to trap her? And Uru just says she has time manipulation. I feel like you kind of avoided the answer. I feel like you kind of avoided the question there a little bit, Uru. But like, no, that makes sense. Like, Sarah definitely had more speed than John did. So trapping her inside a barrier definitely would have been tricky. Oh, look at that. We got 8 people watching. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Feel free to chat. Feel free to chat. Don't be shy. Sorry about that. What's the... Oh, God. She better answer this question. What's the inspiration for John's new hair? I want to know that, Uru. I want to know that. Because freaking John's original series... John's original hairstyle at the beginning of the series was kind of based on like his father's hairstyle, so, or at least I'm fairly certain. So, let's see. Okay, so here we go. Was John going to use his ability if Blake didn't interfere? When news that Sarah couldn't use her ability got out. End of episode 101. And Uro gives another non-answer. Up to you to interpret. Dang. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of those today, actually. I'm expecting a lot of up to you to interpret. So let's check that episode real quick. Let's give it a little looky-loo. So, John definitely was getting up like he was about to do something, but his eyes aren't glowing. So, yeah. Okay, so we got this one. Did Adrian have a crush on John at one point? Because he was blushing quite a bit in one of your Insta posts. And she just said, up to you to interpret. That's fair. That's very fair. And one of the mods just said, Uru, don't give them hope. Interesting. So hold up. John's new hair is... What is that? What is that emote? What? Welcome, Cake. Welcome, Black Angel. Wait. Which question? You're not that late, AJ. We just started about 15 minutes, or maybe like 10 minutes ago or so. 12 minutes ago, according to the stream time. Okay, hold up. So, let's see. Hold up. We got another one. Uru, thank you. Okay, for spending the series. What is Sarah's favorite color? Yellow, black, etc.? You mentioned that you support all ships. Does this mean you support Sarlo as... No, don't support that. No, that's trash. Okay. So, black is Sarah's favorite color. I feel like we've gotten that before. 2, Sarlo is part of all ships. Unfortunate. Oh, man. So, name that isn't taken. So... This question's kind of interesting. Was new Boston John weaker than current John when he became Joker? I'm like fairly positive that it is. That he was weaker than he is now, because John's highest level at New Boston was 7. That's what he was recorded at. At Wellston, he's a 7.5, or at least... Actually, no. I don't think we've seen John's Wellston transcripts. But Uru has confirmed that his level is a 7.5 now. So interesting. Free ships. Jera Supremacy. I mean, like, I'm gonna be real. Jera's definitely my favorite ship. Like, you guys are never going to hear me say that again. I'm never going to talk about that ever again. But Jera's pretty good. Let's see. What should my question be? No. I don't know. Okay, so we got another answer coming up. Kind of did. So we got another answer coming up. Someone asked a really interesting questions right now. This one comes from Sus. What type of government/world system do the characters live in? I imagine a society based on tiers isn't exactly democratic. A monarchy? Oligarchy? That's interesting. Actually. It's very interesting because it does kind of seem like those who are stronger, those who are more powerful, are at the top. So I really hope she gets to that. Oh God. What would be your feelings on what would your feelings be on if a tabletop, meaning something like, was made specifically regarding the world of Unordinary? I actually spent the last handful of years making a system for it with unique powers based off the world along such a bunch. I guess I was just curious what you think of it as a creator of inspiration for the. Also, thank you for making this. Okay, so basically, like, he wants to know, like, what about an ordinary tabletop game? That sounds like a fun idea. The power system chart is based off of Pokemon EVs and I abilities based on video game classes. Okay, so that's pretty cool that she went like the Pokemon EV and IVs like situation there. Considering how many episodes it would take to fill up. Considering how many episodes of Unordinary it would take to fill one episode of a potential anime, do you feel you'd be ready to seek out a production company? Okay. There's definitely enough content. There is. Like, honestly, half of the first season of Unordinary, like, up to, like, them going back to school the weekend of Sarah losing her ability, like, that could be season 1 of the anime right there. Like, you do, like, a 24 episode season 1, not just the regular 12 like the other webtoon animes did. But, like, I think if, like, they put it into a 24 series, I think you could really do, I think you can cover up to episode 76 with that of an anime. So, another question that's really cool. Hi, Uru. Are abilities related to science fields, gravity, time, aura, easier to master than the advanced? I wouldn't say they're easier. I would say they're definitely room to be more powerful, thanks to the advanced knowledge society has about them. Does that explain that those abilities tend to reach God tier level? Did John showing Blake the fingertip help Blake level up faster? I think that one's kind of obvious. It definitely did because, like, Blake even, like, kept lingering on that. Like, he was able to use my ability in ways that I never even thought of. So I think I think that last part is definitely, like, for sure canon. Probably. The authorities definitely probably are the highest order. Or highest in power. Well, maybe not, because maybe I do think the authorities definitely possibly have, like, some, like, I think they definitely do have, like, maybe, like, a handful, like, maybe 1 or 2 level 10s among them. But the authorities are also made up of people like Valerie, Arlo's aunt, Seraphina's mom, I think is in the same field of business as her father based on what we've seen. So they have some connections to Next Gen. And they're both weaker. Both Valerie and Seraphina's mom are weaker than Sarah and John. So I definitely think gives him an insight to what his abilities can, like, yeah, definitely AJ. But yeah, like, I think the authorities, but then there's also the thing about making these amplifiers. So there maybe the authorities are trying to make themselves stronger. Maybe they are fairly strong, like maybe they are in the 6 range, like Arlo. Maybe they're not high enough though. So to take on people like John and Sarah, they need those amplifiers. Who knows? Okay. So here we go. So we got another one. Greetings, Uru-chan. I hope you've been doing well, and we are having a good rest so far. I would like to ask this question based on Sarah's ability. If she accelerates herself, or does she move in frozen time, which explains her high speeds? I'd actually like to know that too. Let's see what she says. She can do both. One is less taxing than the other. Okay. Actually, yeah, that's kind of to be expected. So Sarah, actually, yeah, because we've definitely seen that too. So that's really cool. I really like that. I like that, Uru. Oh no, we can't react. We can't react. Dang. It's hard for me to believe they're separate Democrats in Uno. Or maybe there are Democrats and they are part of the authorities too. You know, based on what we've seen of the series, I don't think there's kind of like political parties involved. Maybe there are, but it does seem like kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't like try to list a specific political system or like governmental system. Spain without the S. It doesn't seem like there's a specific, or I shouldn't name a specific government system because I have forgotten all about like the systems that I learned about in high school. But it does seem more like it doesn't matter if people get elected or like voted in or anything. It does seem like if you're strong, you are guaranteed a spot at the top. Welcome, Adolfo. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. But yeah. So, as far as like political parties go, I don't think they maybe. I'm like doubtful that they exist in Unordinary. So, welcome, Diego. Welcome, buddy. Let's take a look at some of these other questions people are asking. If there was a high tier in a school that didn't have an ability that was related to fighting or strength, like Keon's ability or the lie detector, would they still be respected as a high tier in the school, or would they be treated like a low tier because they can't fight back with their ability? Interesting. That's actually a pretty unique concept too. Can one have multiple things that are similar to the same ability? Sarah's rewind, speed, and stops time. Is there a level where you can have 3 branches specifically like John does? Okay, hold up. We got another one. I've noticed you seem to prefer giving characters relatively simple powers that they can use in unconventional ways, as opposed to giving characters diverse movesets such as Naruto or Hunter x Hunter, and using that to add creativity to fights. Is this deliberate preference or a result of other constraints? Interesting, because yeah, like the people in Unordinary do have like fairly simple powers. So most of the people in the world have fairly simple powers, but the higher rankers that have more diverse ability. But the higher rankers, I feel like Uru missed some words again. Most of the people in this world have fairly simple powers, but the higher rankings that have more diverse abilities we'll probably see in the next arc. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe that sentence is grammatically correct. Just weird to read. Man, y'all need to stop hating. Y'all need to stop hating on the helmet. The helmet was GOAT because he looked so stupid and so plain that he looked like a perfect protagonist. Have I got my volume on full? It should be on full. Am I quieter now? Let me check that. Sounds good to me. Sporky. I can turn it up a little bit more, though. Don't worry. Turn it up a little bit. You're going to fall like that, actually. Put my... so, yeah. Welcome, Solo. Welcome. So, yeah, let's see what else we got. Okay, nothing else yet. Can John's ability go past the current potential of his ability exam needles, but the person that has max potential? I feel like that's the entire point of John's ability. So someone just asked, so we probably won't see this question get answered for a while. Can John's ability go past the current potential of the ability he's copying? Example, John copies needles, but the person that has needles is at max potential. So yeah, I feel like that's obvious for me personally. Could be wrong. Maybe Uru's gonna say something later and she's gonna like boom. Nice. Hope it is, buddy. Animation, welcome. I wonder if John and Sarah were to join the authorities, how high would they rank in it? Would they start off higher ranker than Arlo's aunt, someone who is weaker than them, or would they be ranked low? Unordinary. So Adolfo, Unordinary is my favorite webtoon. I definitely have some stories that I like a lot more than Unordinary. But Unordinary is definitely my favorite webtoon. Hold up. What is this? Okay, it's just someone joining the Discord. Cool. Was there a new answer? Okay, no new answers yet. Oh, interesting. So, from Solo Hunter, this just got answered. What are the types of abilities in Ordinary? I feel like there was only originally 3, but I could be wrong about that. But the current working categories are Augmentation, Construct Generation, Projectile Generation, Mental, Medical, Quantum. Interesting. How much does John weigh? 160-ish pounds. Interesting. Okay. Someone's asking the real questions. Someone else is asking the real questions. Stray Doubter, you get points in my book, man. So, when episode 233 was still Fast Pass, exactly when and why did John's answer for Vaughn change from "give me a day to think about it" to "yes"? That happened while I was still reading the chapter. That happened like 10 minutes or so after the chapter got updated. This guy's asking the real question. So here we go. We got another one. Hey, Uru, just wondering who Aisha, Asher, and Oriel. They were shown in Sarah's contact list a while back, and I think Oriel was paired with Elaine for English. They probably have no significance to the plot since it's been this long, but they've never been mentioned again. I was just curious. I've been curious about Oriel as well, too. I want to know who Oriel is. So Uru, say that they'll be here. They may or may not show up. Mostly just an alphabetical list or names on her phone. Dude, no. Oriel, she has to exist. She has to exist. Actually, hold up. I wanna do some shit. Maybe not do some shit. Nonetheless, I'm gonna check some shit. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna do it. Q&A is probably happening on her. Q&A is happening on her Discord. AJ. What is John's push-up record? Who knows? Do you think anyone's power is going to grow in the Unordinary series? If so, whose power the most and why? I still think John has a lot of potential ahead of him. I think John will definitely grow. I think John should grow a little bit more with his ability. Blyke is also well on his way to growth. He's reached level 5, so he's a high tier now. He's got his passive. Ison probably could reach high tier, but he's also very lazy and he's very complacent with where he is, so he probably won't. Seraphina, she may get stronger stats, maybe. Actually, no. 3 of her stats are maxed out. And she can't... Actually, hold up. Which of Sarah's stats are almost all of her stats maxed out? Let me pull up her chart again. Okay, so Sarah's power, speed, and trick are maxed out completely. Recovery is almost maxed out. So Sarah could probably max out her recovery and get up a little bit more. But I think Sarah actually probably has the least potential to grow further. Any more answers? Okay, hold up. Okay, which stat? Okay, so we got one more answer. Or question. So... Would you ever consider drawing a map of Wellston with the locations we are currently aware of? It would be pretty cool and would help visualize the place better. So, and Uru said, I would love to draw a map of everything eventually. And we might see that. We might see that pretty soon, actually. Who would win versus Sarah versus Arlo's passives only? I gotta get... Do we know? Actually, do we know Sarah's passive? Do we know Sarah's passive? Hmm. Do we know Sarah? I don't think we know Seraph's passive. Yes, that is my ordinary calendar behind me. So. Okay, cool. Honestly, I think John should absolutely reach level 7 or level 10. Like okay, look. John is main character, so he should get main character treatment. He should be the one to become level 10. Let's be 100% honest with ourselves for a second. John, make that boy level 10, Uru. Like, get that boy's level up there. Let him be the boss he was destined to be. Who would win in the future, Arlo versus John? If we're talking passives only, again, that also goes to Arlo, because John has attacked Arlo himself before, and John's punches without an ability don't do anything to Arlo. So yeah. But I think... Actually, hold up. Let me check something real quick. Damn it, why isn't this working? Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so Okay, what? Philip Depp. Okay, so. No one's ever asked. I think I know what my question is. I think I know what my question is. And let's go back to the chat real quick. Let's go back to the event. Oh my gosh, we got so much. Okay, here we go. My question is, at this point, we are chapter... Has your opinion of your favorite chapter changed along, or is it still the same? I still like all the episodes I mentioned before, but my favorites from this season are... for season 2 are 173, 182, 198, 112, 123, 124. Oh, 124 was so great. So hold up. Sorry, guys. So, like... I really want to ask. I really want to ask. But she might just say, like, sorry, no spoilers or something. Man, I really want to ask this question. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so do Ison, Blake, Arlo, and John have any siblings? For Ison and Blake, see episode 234. Yep, about right there. Yo, Uru's been holding off on Holden's ability way too long. Like, Holden better have, like, a dope-ass ability. Holden better have something good. That's all I'm gonna say. And you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna ask my question. All right, guys. Here's my question. Does John get access to the passives of the abilities he copies? If he copies a fellow high tier ability, I assume he would, since it seems like he gets Arlo's passive in their first battle. If an ability is lower, actually I'm gonna put a however. However, if an ability is lower than high tier, if he takes it to high tier? There you go. That's my question. That's my question. I'm gonna ask if John gets access to passives. He should. I think John should absolutely have access to passives. And actually, hold up. What's the dumb bitches level? What's the dumb bitches? No, not. I'm sorry, Claire. Not you. I always get you confused with that dumb bitch, and I'm sorry. You don't deserve that. I don't even want to see her. Okay. So she's a 3.5. What is 3.5 times 1.5? Does John take her? Does John take that ability to high tier? I don't think he does. Maybe he does. Let's check. Actually, yeah, he should. 3.5 times 1.5. Yep. 5.3. So. I got an X. Is X good? I forget if X is good. Okay, so we got another question from Uru. So, are character abilities such as Blyke's ability based on Dragon Ball? If there are, then which ones? Okay, so inspiration. Sarah is Dongte from Dice. Remy is generic MC superpower. Yeah. Arlo and Ison from Destiny classes. Who cares about her? John Uno reverse card. Interesting. What does the entertainment industry in Unordinary look like? Is it filled with high tiers? Do artistically successful lower mid tiers have their own subculture, which they express themselves by like IRL people do? Interesting. I wonder if there's an ability like All for One in Ordinary. Probably too OP too. She's partnered with Destiny. She has taste. I don't know, man. I heard Destiny's kind of trash. I don't know. That's just me, man. Is it true that Johnny can't is it true that John can't copy mental abilities because it's internal? I don't think that's how it works, Sleepy Dean. Honestly though, like, to me, like, Uru knows how her system works. But to me, like, I'm gonna be real, it doesn't make sense to me that John can't copy Claire's ability. Like, I think just based on, like, everything we've seen, everything we've learned about his ability, it has to do with aura. So he can clearly sense auras being present, and, like, he needs to sample a person's aura, and clearly he can sense Claire's aura. So clearly he can sense Claire's aura. It's how he was able to, like, figure out that she was behind him when he went back to her place. So, like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, I think, personally for me, it doesn't make sense that John can't copy Claire's ability or, like, mental abilities. I do absolutely think that John should be able to copy time manipulation. Shaymin, what's up, man? What's up, buddy? Welcome. A lot of people have asked that, Jojo, and they just got launched out. Do I feel like Kuyo has a conjure ability? Yeah. I think Kuyo's ability does definitely have to do with conjure, like conjure blade or something. And then Uru, if you were to be in the unordinary world, who would you want to be your friends? And the trio, for sure. Yeah, that checks. Let's talk about conjure abilities. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to know about conjure abilities? What do you want to discuss? Let's talk about that. Like I think conjure abilities are very cool. I think it's a very good idea. Why are they called conjure? I feel like that's self-explanatory, Sporky. Spark some interesting predictions, bro. I know, right, Shaymin, bro. But yo, like, why are they called conjure abilities? It's like, do you think the authorities were going to take both Jane and John and didn't? Because you know what? That's an interesting idea, Legend. That's very interesting. That very well could be. We don't know yet. We may never know. But like conjure abilities, like, I think it's obvious why they're called that, because, like, you know, like, they are able to generate and manipulate and, like, summon, conjure certain types of objects. So, like, Cecile, she can conjure vines, even though she can also kind of use them as daggers, I guess. Kuyo, we haven't seen his ability yet, but I think it can be easily assumed that he has a type of, like, conjure blade ability, considering, like, the amount of things he did with his power. Jane and John Doe. Like, honestly, like, I was expecting it. But, like, I was kind of hoping, like, yo, maybe she's not. Maybe her name isn't Jane. Like, maybe it was not going to be that cliche. But, oh well. Actually, hold up. We saw those pictures of Jane, though. Did we, Okay, yeah, so Jane does have John's eyes. So, like, that's canon right there. Like, it's the eyes, man. It's the, like, one parent's hair, one parent's eyes. Fucking crazy. Yes. So Jane and John Doe are names given to like people without an identity, like in hospitals and stuff. Like if they can't, like if the face isn't recognizable, if they have no form of ID on them, like if they can't figure out who the person is, that's the name they're given, John Doe or Jane Doe, depending on if they're male or female. I think when a Gautier have a child with a cripple, I think it's to pass over abilities, but since Jane was taken away from John, he wasn't told what her ability was. That's definitely possible. I mean, that's possible. It's definitely possible. Glad to have you back, Sparky. Glad. Mojo, like, I'm gonna be like, no, I answered that earlier. And I said I was never gonna talk about it ever again. So, rewind the stream, buddy. You can find my answer there. All right, so all the questions have been submitted, and answers will come over the next hour. All right, cool. So, got about one more hour of the stream. Hold up. is that John's uncle or his grandfather? I'm more leaning to the side of like a grandfather type character. Hang on then. William, no. Definitely possible that William probably knew about John's ability. John was a late bloomer, so William knew he didn't have one after. Oh, you know, that's right, because William William wasn't really buying that John had an ability in it, or any. Well, from what we saw, it looked like William didn't really believe John had an ability when he first awakened it. Yo, no, Uru needs to tell us who number 9 is. Like, I don't want it to be Terrence. I don't want number 9 to be Terrence. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, especially because Terrence isn't a case like John. Terrence isn't a situation where where he asked the headmaster to keep his ability quiet. Terrence is enrolled at Wellston as a low tier. So number 9 has to definitely be someone else. I don't think Terrence should be number 9. Like, he enrolled into Wellston as a low tier. It's not a matter of keeping his ability level a secret. It's not a matter of asking the headmaster to keep his ability level a secret. It's a matter of him enrolling as a low tier. Him enrolling under a fake level, supposedly. So, like, I still want Uru to just pull someone out of a hat and be like, yo, like, you thought number 9 was Terrence? No. It's actually this character you've never met before. Like, pulling out number 9 like that, I think would be dope. I think it would be awesome. How many questions are submitted and what are they if wouldn't take too long to list them? Let's check. Okay, so the last question was... Last question was Uru talking about the trio. So... that was submitted... Wow, that was submitted at the very beginning. So there's a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions that were submitted, my man. So yeah. Yeah, so no, a lot of questions have been asked, and now that no more questions are coming in, Uru should have a little bit of time to catch up on everything. So number 9, we know what number 9's level is, or at least the range of what their level is. So hold up. So Holden is confirmed to be number 4, and Zeke is number 8. And Zeke is a 4.2. So number 9 is 4.1. Yeah, so like number 9 either has to be either the same level as Holden but can beat him, or has to be 4.1. But let's be real, they're probably 4.1. So, another answer. I was just wondering in regard to the world, it's low tier. Okay, I was just wondering in regard to the world, it's the low tiers that do dirty jobs, right? Like hard labor, or something that starts with a P, or wet nursing. What is the standard job for a low tier or mid tier? I think low tier and mid tiers can have like normal jobs, like office jobs, but like they're basically like in self-governed societies. That's like kind of the whole. That's like one of the big lessons we learn in the X-ray arc. So, yeah. Thanks. It's similar to our world. You can assume that the low tiers generally have lower income jobs, but their jobs also depend on what abilities they have. Okay. Would it be possible for someone to possess multiple abilities? Kind of like John, but no aura manipulation involved. Maybe an alter ego ability? Would be cool. 2 people in one. I don't know. Very rare naturally. So does Vulcan have 2 abilities then? Because she didn't say no. She said very rare naturally. Well, that's another thing. She said naturally. Very rare naturally. So, like I said, I'm still standing by it. I think Cassandra's ability is Flame Claw, and like Valerie took it for that one mission. I'm standing by it. Cassandra got the Flame Claws. Standing by that shit. Volcanery. Maybe she can take people's abilities, but I'm gonna press X to doubt that bad boy. Press X to doubt that man. That's what I think her ability is, Cosmic Comet. I have nothing to back this up. I have no proof, no evidence, no nothing to support that claim. I'm just saying I believe that's what Cassandra's ability is. That is my theory. An unordinary theory. I think it's like Blake's ability, where his ability went from energy beam to energy discharge. His ability can change. That's true, but like a barrier type ability to Flame Claws, like that's way big a jump. Well, like that's the thing. Like Cassandra showed interest in Rey. Like when Kuyo, the kid who was most likely to become king after she left, like she was like, step over, little dumb kid with the ponytail. Like, let me talk to your roommate. Let me talk to this kid, Rey. Like, tell me about yourself, Rey. Like, she gave him the ada. Like, so, like, I thought, like, yo, Cassandra, we can trust? Cassandra, we can trust? Excuse me? But then this chapter happened, and it's like, bro, she probably don't care that Rey died. Like, that's just me. Like, Cassandra's not down with people trying to be better. Well, that's not fair. Cassandra thinks that Wellston has become troublesome, because of the current headmaster. So she probably doesn't understand everything going on right now. So who knows? But she's targeting Remy and Blake. So that's dangerous. That's some dangerous chops right there. Some mad dangerous chops. She probably doesn't know. Because it does seem like the authorities at least aren't letting people's identities get leaked out. Like whenever a superhero, and Ison. Who cares about Ison? But it does seem like whenever a hero is murdered by Ember, the news doesn't reveal their name. They just speak of them as the hero that they knew. So it does seem like the authorities aren't letting their actual identities get leaked out. So that's good too. That's good. But yeah, so yeah, maybe she doesn't know. Then again, hold up. No, wait. Cassandra has to know. Cassandra absolutely has to know. Because they were able to figure out the identities of... They, have heroes' identities on record. They, have that still. It's like she points out that Remy and Blake are X-Ray and nobody. Man, Uru's such a tease with that name, though. She posted on Twitter a while back, guys, yo, give me names. Give me names for these bitches. And it's cool, we got names. And then she's like, ha, psych, that's not their name. It's not his hero name. Yeah, no, Cassandra has to know. How come Kuyo hasn't been killed by Ember yet? Bro. I don't know. I want to believe Kuyo's a good guy. I want to believe Kuyo changed. Kuyo and Ray, they talked, and then Kuyo's you know what, Ray? You were right. You know what? You're king now. You're stronger than me. Let's do it. I want to believe that. I do believe that. I do believe that Kuyo is a heart-for-heart vigilante. But at the same time, he could be a fake vigilante. He could kind of know about their message about everything, what they stand for, because even other vigilantes have mentioned reading the Book of Ordinary and getting a changed perspective. So Kuyo could be working for the authorities. Maybe. I don't know. I want to believe that Kuyo changed. I want to believe that Kuyo is now on the side of good, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. You know what? That's an excellent question. I believe that John has had a good talk with his dad, good talk with his friends back in New Boston, good talk with Adrian back in New Boston. I think John has had a lot of self-reflection, and he has Sarah back. We don't know if that's going to last, though, but he does have Sarah back, just because Sarah has to still go for the operations and everything, the surgeries with Layla, the treatments. But I think John has had a lot of self-reflection, And also, he went the whole first day or most of the first day without seeing Sarah, and he was fine. Like, he didn't really blow up, kind of. So I think John is definitely on the right path to not be like that. But yeah, like, people like Arlo, yeah, like, fuck them. Okay, so here we go. So, is it safe to say that Blake is the bridge between Remy and Ison, since we always talk about Blake and Remy and Blake and Ison, never about Remy and Ison? I feel more like Remy is the bridge between Ison and Blake, because the two of them on their own just keep fighting with each other. Maybe they're all pretty close, but to be honest, but I guess Blake has more in common with each of them. Okay. Are we going to see any more people possibly join the Vigilante Gang? Possibly John, Arlo, and Sarah. Spoilers, she says. Okay. I was wondering if you plan to do another side story. Who says, not sure yet, but I'd like to. I would love to see more side stories too. Yo, show us what the Brandish Gang is up to. Like, show us. That's what I want to see. Hashtag, what's Brandish up to? What's up, Brandish? Now, like, I talked about this with Ty a while back. I think it was on stream too. Like, Remy has no reason to not accept John. John should apologize for what he said about Ray, but, like, Remy has no reason to not accept a new John, especially because she's been, like, trying to reach out to him about wanting him to do better. Blake, I do think it's possible that a little too much damage has been done from John, so that might be hard. Don't give a shit about what Ison thinks. And Arlo, too much damage may have been done to John. So I think out of all of them, I think Remy is really the closest, the easiest one that's going to be able to accept John. But yeah. That's true. Welcome, Miriam. Glad you can make it. But yeah, like, I don't know. Remy has no reason to not accept John, in my personal opinion. He should definitely apologize to her. He should try to make up too. Remy could also, well, Remy has already apologized for all she needed to. She's like accepted that she was ignorant to everything. And yeah, like, John definitely should apologize for what he said about Ray. Blake, what's gonna happen with Zeke? Dig a hole outside school, bury him, so we never have to see him again. That's all that needs to happen with Zeke, really. But yeah. Hold up. Yeah, like, her in the nurse's office, it's like, bitch, the fuck you glaring at him for? Fuck you. That's just my opinion. The thing is, guys, like, what is John gonna think about Zeke? He's gonna think he's a fucking snake. John never liked Zeke, you guys. Like, John doesn't, it's the same situation with Cecile, except probably worse. John didn't give a shit about either of them. Zeke was literally just leeching off John for, like, status and power. But John didn't care about Zeke. He told Zeke do a few things for him, yeah, but, like, Zeke wasn't John's friend. Wasn't even an acquaintance. Like, he was John's lackey. John has never liked Zeke. Just because he was letting Zeke follow him around, just because he was letting Zeke take orders from him, that doesn't mean, like, John liked Zeke. Like, John still hates Zeke. Yes, just because characters have talked about, like, physical feedback with abilities. Uh, that's true. Cecile, you know what? You know what? You know what? If Uru just writes it that John actually killed Cecile and Vaughn just covered it up, like, don't worry about it, John. Sweep that under the rug. She wasn't a royal. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad. And we could just move on with our life. But Doc, man, like, real talk, like, real talk, Doc leaving hit me pretty different. Because those of you who were there for that stream, those of you who were, like, there for that chapter, like, you guys know, like, I was talking about Doc a lot. Like, I didn't think Doc was going to leave. There was always the possibility. Like, I knew there was the possibility, but, like, based on the chapters we had seen of Doc, based on, like, his interactions, based on, like, his inner monologues, based on his conversation with Layla, like, it was clear that Doc didn't like how Vaughn was running the school. It was clear that Doc was annoyed with having to heal students every day. But at the end of the day, like, it really seemed like Doc actually cared about the students themselves. It seemed like Doc never wanted to give up on kids. When he told John, like, he would, in his own unique way, but Doc was always looking out for John still. But, like, he knew John was capable of a lot more, even though John was holding back. He told John, like, you can't keep letting this happen to yourself. But even when he was still pissed at John, he was still worried about John. He questioned to himself why John would just let himself be beaten senseless every day. He questioned that. He was sad to see that part of John. Like, and even Layla pointed out, like, you act like you don't care, but, like, I know you care about these students. Like, I know you actually do. Like, I didn't think Doc was going to leave. And then John left for, like, about a month, I think. And he did it. He just left. Yes, I think Doc does have a job at Zetasai. Do I think he's a part of Spectre? I don't think so. He could be a part of Spectre, but he's probably not. And real quick, we got 2 questions, you guys. I'm interested in how you decided a character's personalities and what your thoughts were when developing Sarah's personality. I like her the best and want to know what you were trying to do with her. Okay, cool. A lot of personalities are based on characters and character upbringings and circumstance. For Sarah, she's confident and a very quick learner. She went from the highest place in society to the lowest, so I put myself in her situation to lay out how her development would be like. Okay. And then, are we ever going to learn about Layla, like what the final kick to make her run away, how she survived on her own, and how she got into Spectre? And Uru just says yes. But yeah, like, Doc just leaving like that, I honestly didn't expect it. And clearly we're gonna see Doc again. Clearly we're gonna see Doc again. Like, he's part of Zetasai. He could very well be a part of Spectre. But just seeing him up and leave like that, like, I hope we see that. I hope we see what made Doc leave. Like, Uru, please don't skip over that. But honestly, like, I don't know. It hurt. Like, it hurt to see that. Like, it hurt to see, like, John wanted to go and, like, check up on Doc. Well, he was looking for Sarah. But like even John was like, I didn't get to say goodbye to Doc. Like he just left. Like it hurt. Doc was one of few people who was like kind of in John's corner. Clearly he wasn't happy with like how John was acting, but like he was someone that John could turn to. But yeah, that's all right. So that's my Doc rant, you guys. Sorry. What do you guys want to talk about next? All right, no more answers yet. No more answers. You want to talk about John? You know, considering that John never talks about his mom, and it seems like William doesn't have pictures around of her. Seems like he kind of keeps them hidden. I think it's possible that Jane had John. She gave birth to him, and then maybe she was taken by the authorities or whoever. Next gen. I think that's what the inspector said. So I think it's very possible that John never knew his mom. I think he probably will see his mom. But yeah, like maybe she was taken when like John was a baby, because John never talks about his mom. He's only ever talked about his dad. Or maybe John does know his mom, and maybe he thinks that she just up and left. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to talk about his mom. Who knows? But yeah. Yeah, I don't know enough about that to like give an actual good answer, Aiden. Sorry. That's why I haven't been answering it. The ability dampener was made like how the amplifier was made with Jane, only there was a different subject they used to experiment on. Thoughts? Can you explain that? Can you word that a little differently, Young? Because I think I'm having trouble understanding what you're asking. The ability dampener was made like how the amplifier was with Jane. So, like, it's interesting, actually. Next Gen is the facility that has Jane. The ones that it has a connection to the authorities, the ones that are dealing this amplifier to lower tier districts for testing. Zetasai Spectre branch, the Rogue Spectre branch, is the one who's working on this dampener. So it could very well be possible that the dampener is coming from someone, is the test subject for that is a person with another meta ability with a with something similar to John's aura manipulation, only it deals with decreasing a person's ability, an opponent's ability. So yeah, that's very possible, actually. I could get behind that. So, honestly, real talk, if John could manipulate other people's aura channels, that'd be insane. That'd be absolutely insane. Okay, so real talk. Off the top of my head, I would say Cripple John is the best John persona, the most interesting, in my opinion. Because it's a time when John actually changed. It's a time when John, like, reflected on his past actions and knew he was wrong. And, like, he didn't go about it the right way. Unfortunately, it didn't stick because of outside forces. But it was a time when, like, John actually thought the world could be a much better place. It's a time when a god tier thought to treat people better, and he was hoping that it would be reciprocated without his level, but it wasn't, unfortunately. But no matter what, up until meeting Arlo, John never gave up hope. He was able to befriend the strongest person in school without his ability. He was able to try and make change, and he did in one person. And you know, like, maybe you guys won't think this counts, but, like, real talk, Cripple John, I'm gonna say, also falls under the first Arlo fight, and that was epic. Like, oh man, like, to see that get animated would be so amazing. And, like, I think the breaking of John was also really interesting to see. With, like, the wall he made being torn down finally. And, like, seeing him just, like, snap. And actually, John didn't really become Joker until his fight with Zeke. So you could probably even argue that, like, Cripple John started, or still went to like before, right up to his fight with Zeke, and then he became the Joker. But yeah, we got another answer. So okay, so hi Uru, do passives improve when the level goes higher after reaching 5.0? Okay. Their strength would be relative to the level. Okay, cool. Officially, like an actual, okay, Cosmic Comet. I don't think the whole fight got animated, but there was a clip I found on Twitter way back when, where like it wasn't the whole fight, but it was like the clip of like of John like releasing Whirlwind, and like Ventus like kind of looking around like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, like, and I've never been able to find it again. But yeah. Do firearms exist? Actually, I was about to say, considering that a blade-like ability exists, but we haven't seen any like swords or anything, I'm gonna say no. But someone did stab Sarah with an actual knife, so yeah, like firearms could potentially exist. Like I wouldn't be against it. Like, I think it's very possible that guns and other things still exist. Like cars still exist. Like, you know, like certain things like still exist that could most likely be like negated because of abilities. Because, you know, like not everyone has access to them. So yeah, do guns exist? I think they should. I think they should absolutely exist in the world of Unordinary. And if they didn't, Uru, what are you doing, girl? Yes, energy blades do exist. You're right there, young. You graduated? Congrats, man. So, yes, we do know what Blake's, like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Someone worked on that. Someone worked hard and effortlessly on that, and it got posted, and, like, that's great. Like, someone put in a lot of work into the Unordinary trailers. But I don't like the Unordinary trailers on webtoons because they're just animated motion comics, and I hate that because it looks so bad. In my opinion, like, again, like, someone worked hard, like, someone put their time and effort into that, and that's great, and I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy that they got the chance to do that. I'm sure they put their heart and soul into it, and maybe Uru asked for that. Maybe Uru asked for that to be the trailer. But, like, I don't like when you take motionless comics, when you take static image comics and give them motion. Like, the best shot, in my opinion, maybe I need to, like, reread the whole thing again. Maybe I need to, like, watch the trailers again, but the best shot, in my opinion, is just the shot of, like, the fucking like, shitty mid-tiers bullying John, like, laughing, like, they're just like but, like, it looks so bad, and, like, I still cringe at just that. But no, like, whoever worked on those trailers, whoever at Webtoons or whoever, like, worked on that, you put a lot of time and effort into that, and I respect that. I'm sure a lot of people love those trailers. Just me personally, I don't. Blake's passive, Cosmic, you brought it up. I know you said you remembered, but Blake's passive. Blake has the passive ability of quicker regeneration. He can't heal. He can't do, like, he doesn't heal right away, but his body regenerates faster. So a bit lackluster, but pretty cool. I might do something like that. Solo. I won't guarantee it, though. Oh, did that get anime? Or animated? Motioned? Say motioned. So yeah, let me pull up the doc because it was in yeah, okay. So here we go. So it was in a it was asked by Mike, of all people. Okay, so someone asked a while back. I know that they animated. I know that they voiced a few animations. But I don't think they made them. So I'm gonna be okay. So hold up. So Blake's passive. Someone asked. Just wanted to ask you about your potential thought process was when coming up with Blake's passive specifically. I mean, for as long as passive's been a thing, me and my team have always figured that passive would be directly related to the core ability. But some sort of weak enhanced regeneration doesn't make much sense for an energy discharge. You know what I mean? Well, in order for Blake to be able to emit so much energy at once, his body stores a surplus of it, which he gets through eating lots and sleeping lots. Now his body passively uses that extra energy to regenerate at a faster rate than most people. So that's Blake's ability. But so yeah, I just checked their Twitter, and they did animate part of the fight actually, which I didn't know. I didn't know that they animated the whole thing. But I don't watch a lot of Unordinary dubs. I don't watch any Unordinary dubs. Like, I've seen a few, but like I don't actively consume them. No particular reason why. I just don't. By which I mean there is absolutely a particular reason why, but I'm not going to say it. But yeah, that's cool. Ventus and Melee, like, honestly, like, who cares about Ventus and Melee? Like, real talk. Like, they're trash. Like, they're trash. They're absolute trash. They're nothing but lapdogs for Arlo. Okay, hold up. We got a big one right here. We got a big one. In episode 190, Arlo tells John, "You think you can beat me with just Cecile's ability. Does this mean that god tiers are completely unbeatable by people under level 6, even as a god tier using just their passive alone?" And to that, Uru said, Arlo could put up an okay fight against Cecile with his passive. Wait. If Arlo can put up an okay fight against Cecile, an okay fight, she did not specifically say that he would win with just his passive, but she said he could put up an okay fight, then, yeah, Arlo, John could fucking beat your ass with just Zeke's ability. What? Like, yeah, you should be terrified if John tries to beat your ass with just Cecile's ability. All right. Hold up. Why am I even... All right. Fuck it. Arlo pissed me off again. Yes, Arlo, you should be... Wait, what? Arlo, you should be terrified if John gets Cecile's ability. Arlo, you're only a 6.3. You're only a 6.3, Arlo. If John copied Cecile's ability, you'd get fucking destroyed. You'd get absolutely wrecked. Also, yeah, Cosmic, we talked about that earlier. That, like, Arlo, if we're talking about just only using passives, no abilities, Arlo's pretty set in stone. Like, because Uru said that, like, well, Uru didn't really answer, but her mods answered. Uru said that, like, Arlo would probably even beat Sarah with just his passive, if between the two of them. So, Miriam, we're talking about, Uru answered another question, and the question was, that Arlo brought up in episode 190. He told John, do you think you can beat me with just Cecile's ability? And, like, yeah, like, Arlo, if John just has Cecile's ability, you should be terrified. You're going to get your ass handed to you if he has Cecile's ability. Anyway, so, moving on. Next question was, is potential tied to the specific ability genetically, or do they have separate genes entirely? Example, could a child inherit the mother's ability but the father's potential? Interesting. It is tied mostly. Okay. So, next cast. Hi, how do you think the characters react to COVID, and what would they do to overcome it? That's a funny question, actually. So, the main cast would probably follow the mask rules. Zeke, maybe not. And then, will we get the Wellston top 10 list update in the future chapters? Probably. Honestly, like, the only thing... Cosmic, me and Ty actually talked about an unordinary fighting game, if you want to check out his channel. We talked about, like, what we think it would be like, but Isen's passive, like, I've thought about that. Honestly, the only thing I could really come up with for Isen is, like... The only thing I could really come up with Isen is that his lie detection becomes passive. Or wait. No, he doesn't have lie detection. He's able to read liars because of their heart rate and everything. So, like, maybe something for Isen would be like advanced eyesight or like hearing. But, like, honestly, I've tried to think of passives for Isen like time and time again, and I can never really figure out what it would be for him. Seismic sense, you know, that yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe infrared vision or something. A sixth sense. That would be interesting. Oh, we just got another one. What is your main process for coming up with abilities? Do you find yourself looking into other media very often, or is it more like from your own head? A lot of abilities do come from media, anime, games, and a bit of tweaking in my own head. Cool. So yeah, you could probably argue that, like, John's ability came from, like, Rogue from the X-Men or something like that. Actually, I think she brought up before that one of the inspirations for John was one of the characters from Tower of God, I think. Could be wrong about that. X-ray vision. No, that's race, or that's Remy's thing. She has X-ray vision because she can't see her brother anymore because he's dead. Actually, I do remember that. I'm pretty sure Isen did say he copied off of someone's paper once. Hey, like, don't be mad at me because it's true. All right, guys. So it looks like we're coming to an end. Hour is up. So I don't think Uru is going to be answering any more questions. But this was a really good Q&A. Unfortunately, it looks like my question did not get answered. Uru decided, like, nah, get that shit out of here, Jay. She's like, sorry. She's like, sorry, loser. Not happening. But still a fun Q&A nonetheless. We'll keep going until they officially say that it's over, because usually they do. But yeah, I guess yes, that was the last question. There is the voice Q&A on hold up. No. Ison does not have a passive right now. We're talking about what it would be if he worked at it. So I asked if John can gain a user's any. I asked if John can gain other people's passives. I checked the document. I checked the Q&A document, and no one's asked that question before, but unfortunately, it wasn't answered. But yeah. Voice Q&A is this Sunday, and I will try to stream that as well in real time. So like, I asked the question because, like I said, I checked the document. No one's ever asked that before, and it's never been brought up, it seems like. It is currently 6 o'clock for me. But I checked the document. No one's ever asked this before. Like, there have been other other questions about passives. But in my opinion, it seems like John should absolutely be able to copy passive's abilities. It seemed like he got a hold of Arlo's passive when they fought the first time, and it also seems like he was able to kind of generate a new passive for Elaine. It seems like he was able to generate a passive for healing because he was able to sense injuries that not even Elaine could. He was able to pick up the tiniest, like, hole from the needle on Sarah's body. So that was my question. Unfortunately, didn't get answered. Doesn't look like it's going to be answered. But yeah. And Uru is typing up one last thing. This will probably be the last question. Or probably be like her telling, like, hey, like, that's it, guys. Peace out. I'm gonna go eat some chicken. Let's see. What's she gonna say? Right. Like I said, we've never gotten confirmation on that. So I wanted to ask because I want to know. Okay, hold up. New quest, new answer. So here we go. When writing John's backstory, was there a certain theme you wanted to execute but couldn't do certain limitations? If you don't mind me asking, how long did it take to write John's backstory? Okay. So, I think it's important to be able to have the courage to call your friends out and also know how delicate of a process rehabilitation is. And of course, it's never too late to try and change yourself. John's backstory took a few weeks. Interesting. Yeah, no, like me and Uru have had like a few like conversations like over the course of like a day or two. Like I've asked her a few things on Patreon. So yeah, that's about it. So I've talked about this before, but there was one time when Uru kind of called me out, like not on Twitter or anything. Like Uru has never like tweeted at me like, "Hey, J Meister J, fuck you." Like Uru's never done anything like that. But it was back in season 1 where like there was the episode that first took place at Arlo's apartment, and if you guys go back and see that video, audio went really low. Hold up. Okay, hold up. I got this, guys. Don't worry. Does that sound better, you guys? Okay, that does not. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now? Better? We're better, you guys. We're better. So, have I ever talked to Uru, like, officially? Yes. I've had a few, like, conversations that, like, took place over, like, a day or so because of, like, messaging and, like, stuff like that. But, like, I've never, like, you know, like, chatted with Uru or, like, over voice chat or anything. But, there was one time back during season 1 where Uru called me out. Now, like, not publicly, like, not on Twitter or anything. She didn't, like, text, like, J Meister J, you're a fucking piece of shit and I hate you. Like, nothing like that, guys. Like, no, that's not what happened. It was the episode where, it's the episode where it first started out at Arla's apartment. And I was heated that episode. Because you guys know I don't like Arlo that much. You know I don't like him as a person that much. And so, like, the realization, maybe that was that the episode where, like, he had the realization, but it was just like, it was that episode where, like, actually, hold up. It was either the episode in Arlo's apartment or, like, where Arlo tried to apologize to John. I forget which one. But nonetheless, like, I went off on a tangent about that, and, like, I like basically called Arlo out. Like I raged so hard about like this fictional blonde high school senior, and like I ultimately I made a mistake. I made a big mistake, and I made a big mistake, and I said, "This is bad writing on the level of Ruby." And guys, first things first, you guys, in case you didn't know, Uru watches my reactions. And like right now, Uru probably is watching this Q&A like as background noise or something. She could be. She could be. It might have been that episode too. Audio went out again. Okay, hold up. All right, guys. Am I alive again? I hope I'm alive. If I'm dead, man. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. You guys are telling me it's good. Okay. So like I was saying, Uru probably has this stream on right now as background noise. And if you do have it as background noise, Uru, hi. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you've enjoyed my discussion about all this new information. But yeah, guys, I learned that day Uru watches my reactions. She probably watches everyone else's reactions too. But like I learned that Mama Bear's watching. I learned that Mama Bear hears. I learned that Mama Bear has eyes and ears. I learned that she's listening in on the walls. I learned an important lesson that day, you guys. And I got a message from her on Patreon that night. She wasn't rude or anything. Like, I word it as she called me out. But really, all it was just her saying, like, hey, like, I saw your reaction. Like, I want you to know, like I want you, I don't want you to think I'm a bad writer. Like, I don't want you to think, like this, that the reasoning behind all this isn't important or anything. Like, I want you to understand, like, why I'm writing it the way I am. And so, like, I, like, talked to her a little bit about it, and, yeah, like, that's about it. That's about it. But yeah, like, why was I talking about? Let me scroll back and chat again. But yeah, like, guys, I learned. Uru's watching. Uru's watching. She's got ears. She's got sharp ears. And like, I upset Mama Bear that day. And I was like, whew. Okay, so we got some new information. So are John and Sarah the same level in terms of hand-to-hand combat? No. John, no ability, passive only. John would fucking destroy Sarah. Like, he has so much more training in hand-to-hand combat than she does. So, will we eventually find out the discussion Arlo had with Sarah on the school rooftop when John returned to Wellston after his suspension? Okay, so that is a spoiler. So, will we ever see Adrian's ability? Since we're back in Wellston, will we see them again? Maybe. I hate it when, like I understand she has reasoning, but I wish Uru would just tell us abilities. Like, why did we need to wait till like his fight with Seraphina to know Cecile's ability? Why don't we know Adrian's ability when it's clearly some type of physical augmentation? So let's see. Uru, what is the inspiration for John's new hair? Halfway between gelled and ungelled. Yeah, I could see that. Blue-haired ship. Okay. I mean, she flinched when John was... That's true. But that was back when, like, Sarah had, like, no confidence at all without having an ability. So, like, now that, like, she's been in a few scraps, like, I'm sure Sarah's not afraid of getting punched. She also took on like a whole bunch of people with abilities when they got ambushed with Layla. Like, to say that Sarah is still scared of getting hit, doubt. Press X to doubt. All right, we got another one. Hello, Uru. How strong was the main cast, especially Sarah, when they were in middle school, excluding John, of course? And what would most mid-tiers normally be? Could low tiers in high school and as adults even use their abilities as a kid / in middle school? Or would it just stay at that level for years when they first get their ability? Okay, well, this question has kind of been answered in the past too, because it's been said that ability fluctuation happens most often in high school. So let's find out. Refer to episode 30. Is that the episode I was thinking of? No, or that might have been his conversation with Blake's conversation with Arlo. I was thinking of Arlo's conversation with Ray. Okay, so and Ray episode 159 for approximations for the main cast. Most mid tiers probably around 2ish. Depends on the person, but if you have the potential of a low mid tier, you'll cap it around 2 to 3. Okay. Interesting. Yo, give me back my queen. Give me back Queen Evie. Give me back Queen Evie, Uru. Where is Evie? I want Evie. Like, Sarah got her ability back. Now she's hanging on the roof again. She's like, sorry, Evie. I'm a god tier now. I get to hang up on the roof. But real talk, like, you know what? Episode 130 or 235 kicks off with them in the cafeteria, hanging out with Evie and Roland. I'd like that. John with Seraphina's ability plus his hand skill would outclass her. Absolutely would outclass Seraphina. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe not, because there's the possibility that John would copy Sarah's ability. We still don't know exact specifics of John's ability, but I'm of the belief that John can copy abilities higher than his own, because that's been the whole point. That's how he became what he is now. That's how he got there. So I'm of the belief that John can also copy and like branch off of people's own aura, of people stronger than him's auras. And I, based on the logic that Uru has given us with the whole physical feedback type thing when it comes to abilities that John can copy, then there's absolutely no reason for him to not be able to copy time manipulation, because there's physical feedback to a lot of its uses. So I think that he should absolutely be able to copy time manipulation. Now, granted, there's also the possibility that Uru can decide that John can copy time manipulation, but it's weaker than Sarah's. And we know that because it would be weaker, that Sarah could possibly still beat John in terms of raw power, because Sarah was able to best her mom. Now, granted, that's also to say that even Ricera is a lot weaker than Seraphina. But yeah. This is true. That's true. I am interested to meet Seraphina's pops, because Seraphina got her dad's eyes. Seraphina has her dad's eyes. So I'm wondering, like, is Sarah strong? We haven't seen her dad. We know that Seraphina is stronger than her mom and her sister, but is she stronger than her pops? Oh my god. Oh my god. Seraphina's dad. So, I'm gonna touch on this real quick, then I gotta take a quick bathroom break, you guys. But Seraphina's dad as her final villain, the person that she has to beat. I did a collab with Ty a while back, and while he had to take a break during that stream, people brought up like, hey, like, who do you think would be like cool like final villains for like everyone to face? And so like we were talking about it, and like what I thought would be a really cool final villain for Seraphina would be someone like Zigbar from Kingdom Hearts, like someone with spatial manipulation, like someone like time and space. Like, that's a classic battle right there. But Seraphina going up against her pops, if he is stronger than her, imagine the potential with that. So real quick before I go to the bathroom, we have another question answered. In regards to Sarah's speed and power, how exactly fast can she go in a combat scenario? Is she above Mach 1? Can she dodge or catch bullets if the bullets didn't inflict harm to her hands, merely to gauge her relative speed? Is she faster than sound? How fast can she go exactly, given what we've seen in story so far? Sarah moves about as fast as any other person. She warps time, so it seems like she's moving fast. Okay, we had that question answered earlier, actually. So, I will be right back, you guys. attack. So, what's up, guys? Let's check up on chat real quick. Okay. So, I mean, in theory, he should be able to copy it since he copied Ison and Zeke's, but I don't know if that's the same. I wonder if anyone would have go Mach 1. Probably someone with like a speed-based ability that's like God tier, maybe. Because Zeke, well, Wanky, the fucking speed bitch, she's pretty fast. She can move fairly quickly without being seen. And there's also the speed-based part of Zeke's ability. So, and like, they're not that strong. Their speed isn't that strong. So considering what low, this is gonna sound weird. So I'm sorry, guys. Considering what high speed is capable of, I think someone, well, no, Sarah has maxed out speed actually. But her speed isn't that she's fast, it's that she distorts time to appear fast. Interesting. So actually, yeah, what would a person with a speed-based ability with super high speed actually be capable of? Who's the fastest and ordinary, excluding Sarah, because she warps time? Is Remy fastest? If you don't count all the time manipulation users, I wonder what Keen's ability is. I wonder what Keen's ability is too. We've seen it before, or rather, we've seen it in use, as well as what I think could be his passive. It's some type of augmentation because it grants some type of physical augmentation because he uses it to carry other students, and he used it to force Blake and John to shake hands. But he also has that grid that he sensed Keon walking into the school with. Yes, Kuyo, or Ray did tell Kuyo that. If you're still here, Miriam, good night. Keen's probably there, yeah. Heinz catch up. Oh man, that was honestly kind of cringe. So here we go. 2 more answers. Can we expect John and Arlo getting along with each other in the next season? I always felt like deep down Arlo respects John's, but he doesn't want to admit it. So really possible that they can be friends one day. I would say they can't be friends. A mutual respect, possibly. Spoilers. Hi, Uro. Was New Boston John weaker than current John when he became Joker? How big was the car? Okay, so that question earlier. New Boston John score was recorded with him when he last measured in New Boston, year 1. Later he transferred to Wellston, and about half a year later he is 7.5. So yeah, New Boston John was definitely weaker. Have you finished the full Pokemon series? I kept up with the first 3 generations, but I've played almost every gen of those games. Played almost every gen of the games. So wait, do you mean that you still play Pokemon, Uru, or that you only played those 3? Note to self. You can't eat raw banana like banana chips. I know that now, guys. Be smarter than me. That's one of the questions that was asked to Uru. So if you are unsure of like why we started talking about Pokemon, that is why. Hey, Cosmic, we absolutely count X and Y here. We absolutely count Kalos. Kalos was a fucking dope gen. We don't count Alola here, good sir. You don't come into my chat and talk shit on X and Y. We talk shit on Sun and Moon here, sir. I wouldn't say Kalos was my absolute favorite gen, but Kalos definitely was one of my favorite gens. Let's see. Yeah, Kalos X and Y came out my senior year of high school. And it was dope. Kalos was so much fun. And like, I'm pissed. I'm still upset we never got Pokemon Z or whatever the sequels would have been. Like, that actually upsets me. Because so much story was set up for X and Y. But we never got to it. Game Freak just always wants to stick with, like, a yearly release. Even if, like, the game's not that great. And, like, Pokemon has the potential to be so much better than it currently is. And it should. Pokemon should absolutely, like, look amazing, considering how much money they make off of the series to begin with everything about it. Like, Pokemon has the potential to be so much more than it currently is, and I wish it was. But, like, they don't want to take time to, like, make a good game. Like, I still like Pokemon. Sword and Shield was fun. I liked it. But, like, where were the higher quality animations? Where was everything you said that was being added, which made you cut adding the whole Pokedex? Where was that? And, like, I'm still going to support the Pokemon company because I still love Pokemon. But, like, seriously, like, it's okay. Take time. It's okay. Like, we will wait. We'll wait for you to make these games. We want these games to be good. Legends Arceus looks really cool. I'm going to buy Shimmering Diamond and Glazing Pearl, or whatever they're called. I'm going to buy them, but I don't like how they look. I don't like that art style. That's one of the reasons why I didn't buy Link's Awakening remake. Like, I don't like that art style. Like, get that shit out of here. I don't want to look at that. It's very hard to scoop up peanut butter with just banana. My least favorite gen is Alola. Is that Gen 7? I think that's Gen 7. Yeah, like, Alola's actually, like, my least favorite in the series. Because I don't like how much they changed. And, I don't like I like barely any of the characters. I fucking hate Hao so much. He's so goddamn annoying. And it's actually kind of ironic that I hate Hao so much, because I actually loved the Kalos friends. Tierno, Trevor, and Shauna, I think that's her name. I loved those guys. Those guys were my absolute best friends. Now, as the character, I didn't care about Shauna. The whole game, kind of he's like, oh, look, Shauna's like your girlfriend. She's like Yancy from Black and White. She's your girlfriend. I'm like, nah, fuck Shauna. Fucking give me Serena. Serena, that's my bae right there. My trainer and Serena, that's my ship. But yeah. Fuck Guzma. Fuck all of Team Skull. Give me bad guys that are competent. Give me Giovanni. Give me villains like Giovanni, Maxie, and Archie. Give me people who are actually gonna do something. People who are an actual threat. Cyrus. Fucking, I don't care what anyone says. I'm always gonna pronounce his name. Give me Jesus from Black and White. Or Jesus. I'm not saying Getsus. I'm never gonna say Getsus. I'm always gonna say Jesus. Give me Jesus from X and Y. I want villains. I want villain teams that are actual threats. And I don't mean make them crazy unbeatable. Every person I come into contact with needs to be Cynthia. I'm not saying that. Make them a little bit more challenging, because Pokemon is a kind of an easy game at this point. But make them a threat. And the guy from X and Y, fucking Team Flare. Team Flare kind of seems kind of funny, but at the end of the day, what's his name? What is his name? Team Flare. No, wait. It's coming to me. I don't need... Damn it. Lysandre. Lysandre. Say what you will about Team Flare. Say what you will about X and Y. Lysandre, had a goal. He had, a crazy ambition that, was actually kind of scary. He wanted to destroy the entire world so that there wouldn't be pain anymore. He wanted to destroy the world. That way Pokemon wouldn't need to suffer anymore. And, that's an actual threat. Zero sick. Oh yeah. That guy was a fucking loser. That was a loser. Fucking kicked his ass. But yeah, so much more could have been done with with the Kalos region, and I really wish they would. Of the two joke teams between Team Skull and Team Yell, I don't mind Team Yell that much. I think they're kind of funny. But Team Skull, man, no, they're annoying. Marnie's pretty cool. Marnie's interesting. Like, you know, like she wants to like bring recognition to like her hometown, because her brother never could, or rather like his brother was never really like kind of taken seriously because he couldn't Dynamax by anyone else except for Leon and Rayhan. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, sorry kid, nah, you don't get a chance because I'm the main character. Okay, we have another answer. So, are abilities related to science fields, gravity, time, aura easier to master thanks to the advanced knowledge society has about them? Does that explain that those abilities tend to reach god tier level? Did John showing Blyke the fingertip laser help Blyke level up faster? Uru says, ability master speed is dependent on a person's creativity. Abilities that reach higher levels generally have more variation / multiple uses. John's fingertip give Blyke ideas on how to improve. Okay. I don't know how I feel about Chairman Rose. Like, meh. Like, he's kind of cool. Well, at the same time, it's like, yeah, yeah, generic. He's generic. Well, excuse the fucking shit out of my French. Did you just threaten me? Audio's gone again. Great. How about now? Is it better now, guys? Okay, Leon is pretty cool because, like, I think I could be wrong, but I think, like, Leon is kind of, well, aside from Blue, but, like, he doesn't really count. But Leon is, like, basically, like, the first, well, no, there was Lance in Gold and Silver, too. And, like, Steven was, like, kind of there a little bit in Ruby and Sapphire towards the end. So let me think. And Alder. And N, also. Okay, but, like, I forgot where I was taking this. Scratch that. It's done. It's over. It's dead. The thought is dead. Huh. All right, we got something new. So, okay, it's the question that I wanted answered. How with how the hierarchy system works, is there theoretically a king of the world or country? There's the authorities. That's what we know. That's all we know. All right, Uru. All right. I see your Jedi mind tricks. I see your fanciful diner manners. All right, have yourself a good sleep, Cosmic. Plot twist, Uru is the leader of the world. You know what? Uru has the ability troll. She's given herself a stat too, a stat sheet. So, Uru making that a plot twist? You know what? I wouldn't doubt that. I'd accept that. I'd mad accept that. I would be A-okay with that. If Uru was just like, hey, surprise! I'm the final boss, bitch. Come at me. And then she just summons a bunch of trolls. That'd be great. It'd be glorious. Okay, here we go. There's another question that I want answered. If there was a high tier in the school that didn't have an ability that was related to fighting or strength, like Keon's ability or the lie detector ability, would they still be respected as a high tier in the school, or would they be treated like a low tier because they can't fight back with their ability? I'm expecting them to be able to fight at some capacity. I think they would be able to use their ability to control the others in one way or another. Interesting. What is this? Hold up. Shoot. Okay, guys. So, okay, hold up. So, two more ones. Can one have multiple things that are similar to the same ability? Sarah rewind, speed, stops time. Is there a level where you have a 3 branch specifically? It appears John does. They're related. Okay. Uru, does there exist other time-based abilities besides time manipulation? Probably. Okay, so more earlier questions. Interesting. So guys, I may have to cut the stream short, depending on how much longer the Q&A is going to go. Just because I have some plans with friends tonight. I honestly thought she was only going to answer questions into 6 my time, but we are on the second hour of her answering questions. So if it doesn't stop soon, I'm gonna have to cut the stream short, unfortunately. Story manipulation. That would be. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, does she have a time? Does Clairvoyance count as a time-based ability, though? I guess there could be an argument for that, but Junie has a more powerful version of Junie has a more powerful version of Clairvoyance in that she can control it, but she can only see a little bit into the future, whereas Claire gets actual visions. But is that a time-based ability? Not sure about that, Chief. I love ball pits. What? Just, yeah. Sorry, guys. That was random. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't about me. This is about you, buddy. Oh, there we go. There it is. I fucking hate Discord. Junie absolutely is a bitch. She deserved what she had coming to her. She does not get any sympathy from me. Can John's ability go past the current potential of the abilities he's copying? Example, John copies needles, but the... Okay. So, he amps them. Interesting. So, like, yeah, I would say he does. Peanut butter's great, you guys. Just been eating banana slices and peanut butter. It's so good. Probably not the healthiest snack. Man, we have been going for 3 hours. Holy crap. And I've managed to maintain around 10-ish views for the entire 3 hours. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Thanks for sticking around, you guys. I hope you guys have been having fun, even though it's just me this time. The other jokers weren't available right now, or at least it seemed like they weren't available. It is Friday. It did kind of, I know Digi's at work right now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone else was unavailable. I know for sure that Ty was, because he told me about it, that he wouldn't be available. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. It really means a lot. I hope you guys have enjoyed the conversation. I've definitely had fun chatting with you guys and talking about everything. And Uru, if you're watching, I hope you're not mad at me again. I hope I haven't said some dumb shit. I hope I don't get a message on Patreon that's like, now listen here, you little shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mama Bear, don't beat me. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. I'm sorry. Long haul stream goals. You've been catching up with Co. Have I been catching up with Co? So, Code Adam. Guys, Code Adam is not canceled. The Code Adam reactions are not canceled. I haven't read it. I haven't read it. I haven't read it either, so I don't know what happens next. A love-hate relationship? What the fuck? No, I don't hate Uru. What the fuck are you... Shaymin... Hold up, guys. Alright, that's it. Yo. Shaymin, you better... Shaymin. Shaymin, explain yourself. Explain yourself, Shaymin. Okay, hold up. Stream. Can you guys hear Shaymin? Shaymin, can you hear yourself on stream? All right. I don't think they can. Shit. Hold up. Let's see. Okay, hold up. Damn, what the hell? Yo, desktop audio, pick up. Bro, I need desktop audio to pick up. You know what? That's true. Imagine if I knew how to stream. Imagine if I. All right, Shaymin. If that's the case, then you gotta type your response. You gotta explain yourself in the chat, boy. Nah, bro, you gotta put that in the chat. Put that in the chat so the chat can see. All right, but yeah, peace out, brother. Like, Shaymin, what is this man talking about? Seriously, though. So anyway, while Shaymin's explaining himself in stream. But Code Adam is not canceled. I still really like Code Adam. I have only read up to the point where we left off, which was the season 2 premiere, which I actually thought was the season 1 finale, but I haven't read it in like almost a year at this point. But Shaymin, I'm not talking about why there was no Joker's collab. I'm talking about explain yourself when you said me and Uru have a love and hate relationship. Yo, if Uru hates me though, I get it. I'm gonna be real. I get it. I 100% understand. I hate myself too. But no, Code Adam. I want to get back to Code Adam. I want to read all the webtoons the only webtoon that I'm currently reading that I'm not reacting to for you guys, which I don't know why, is The Boxer. Boxer is phenomenal. It's such a good series. But I'm not reading that for you guys. And at this point, I'm probably not gonna react to Boxer on stream or anything, just because so much has already happened in the series. Like, I already got into the Unordinary reacting way late in the game. I became a fan of Unordinary way late in the game. But yeah, like, Code Adam is gonna come back. Guys, let me know in the comments or join the Discord when you guys would like Code Adam video. I'm probably gonna be recording Code Adam and posting it on I'm probably not going to be doing Fast Pass for Code Adam. Like, I think Unordinary, I believe I've said before, Unordinary is most likely the only series that I'm going to Fast Pass. So like Code Adam, I'll have it up on screen and everything for you guys, so you guys can read along with me as well. All right, see you later, Solo. Hope you had a good time, buddy. Thanks, AJ. I'll see you later. But yeah, guys, like, Code Adam will be yo, ice manipulation though, that would be great. Let's take another piece of this banana and peanut butter. All right, let's see if there's been any other updates to the chat. Okay, we have a few. So, hey Uru, what does the main cast, Sarah, Arlo, Blake, Ice, and Remy, etc.? This bitch left out John. What the fuck? Unacceptable. Anyway. What do they do outside of the Unordinary's current events? So, pretty much just study, hang out, play games, high schools. I was hoping a little more stuff. Okay, so, hi Uru. Apart from digital art, do you use traditional art? What else do you like to draw from anime, apart from anime and manga? Is there a meaning behind your nickname Uru-chan, or did it just pop into your head? I actually really like this one. Yes, I do traditional art. You can find them on my old Instagram post. My name came from Uresai Baka, which was my old DeviantArt username. Eventually, I just kept the Uru and dropped everything else, and then decided to add the suffix chan. Interesting. Hello, Uru. Do people often train in combat with a weapon as well with an ability, or do they just forego the former? Just abilities, all right. When did I ask my question? Because that question also had an X. So Uru answered one question with an X. So she may answer mine, you guys. She may answer mine. I'm hoping she answers mine. It's a great webtoon. What do you mean by it? Sarah, explain yourself. Explain yourself, Sarah. All right. My banana and peanut butter is done, and I am now sad. But, yeah, man. So maybe Uru will still answer my question. Maybe, just maybe. got you, bro. All right, cool. That's that taken care of. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Guys, we got one. When episode 233 was still Fast Pass, exactly when and why did John's answer to Vaughn change from "give me a day to think about it" to "yes"? All right. So, I sent the wrong version. That's so interesting though. Like, wait, what? Hold up. In the keychains you made Blake holding unordinary. Possible foreshadowing and looking way He's not fucking holding unordinary. He's holding a book. Doesn't say unordinary though. By the way, guys, I got a lot of stuff from the store Envy when she posted it up. But I had an unboxing of that. Which I will post. I will be posting. So sorry it's not out yet. But yeah, like, Blake ain't holding a copy of Unordinary. I mean, I guess it's the same color. Like, it doesn't say it's Unordinary. So, what is Ricera and Remy's maximum speed? So, Sarah is 10. Wait, Sarah's 10 plus. 10 plus? So, it's possible to have stronger stats? Remy's is a 6. What the fuck? Interesting. Alright guys, so I actually have to head out now. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stick around for the rest of the questions that are coming out right now. But I'll do a follow-up video going over the rest of the questions and answers if you guys would like to see that. Hope you guys had fun tonight. I certainly had fun chatting with you all. Real quick. So Black Angel, the reason why I say that is because the question was, what was Sarah's hold up, what is the question? What is Sarah and Remy's maximum speed? And she labeled them separately, like I assume like the order they were named in the question. But Sarah doesn't say 10. It says 10 plus. And if you add a plus to something, that means more. It means above still. It means like, so that's why I'm thinking like, is that actually possible? But But anyway, so that's that. But I gotta head out, guys. I will do a follow-up on this probably when I get back home tonight. I'll let you guys know. We'll have maybe I can even stream the rest of the answers and everything if you guys would like that. Let me know down below. But yeah, I will see you all back here next time, whenever that may be. But hope you guys had fun. I certainly had a blast talking with you all. So, as per usual, guys, see you, Space Cowboy. Imagine, like, see you, Space Cowboy.